of Crackshire. Wherever that is. Is UK? Oh no, never mind. York, the York, unknown location. Alright. We'll see how this is all gonna go. Hello, monkey. I do so.
I'm glad you came by. I could really use your help.
He can talk to me without moving his lips, and his eyes kinda glow in the dark. That dude makes me nervous.
There's so much to do on this ship. I can't handle it all by myself. But can you still do all this stuff? Come on, I've got a little test for you. First things first, if you're ever unsure what to do, just check the task list. There's always something that needs doing. You won't run out of work.
How you doing, my friend? Here's the task list. Oh, there's the task list. Basic of ship, go to the...
Seems like you've already figured it out. Alright, let's start with a short cruise. Head to the bridge.
Yeah, of course my camera is in the way. Because... why not? He's a vampire. You think his name is Quintalon? Only very few people will get that reference by the name, by the way. Oh, I'm doing well, thanks. The tow line is stored on the winch. Tug captains can operate it from the bridge. That is some serious line. Alright, go to the bridge. Well, let's go to the bridge then. Take the steering.
Feels great to be back at the helm again, right? On your you can raise the anchor and off we go. Once the anchor's up, it's full speed ahead. You do remember that tugboats have 360-degree rotatable propellers, right?
Hello, Silver. Okay, okay. And you to rotate the thruster pods. Your settings will be retained until you reset them. You can use E to stop your engine and Q to reset your pods. While at the helm, you can monitor your speed, engine, and rudder settings. Additionally, you have an overview of your fuel level, engine status, and hull integrity. Cool.
Let's take this beauty for a spin.
Wow, the sounds are good. I like it. So that is somewhat interesting. I have the propellers at 0 degrees. And yet... Like, there you can see the degrees that my pods are sitting at. They are now sitting... Well, like I said, they are sitting at 0 degrees. So in theory, we should be going straight ahead. We are not going straight ahead. Now, I have the feeling that the anchor is down. Even though it showed it as being up. That's just a hunch. One anchor was down. The other one was up. That would explain why we go in circles. That's a lot better. Much gooder. You can't say that much more wrong, even if you tried. Graphics are pretty neat, eh?
Oh wow, look at this mess. A powerful storm swept through here last week. It tore up docks, boats, everything. Wood as far as the eye can see.
Yeah, no kidding.
Now to port. Let's check out all the debris.
We are driving the Eleanor.
Whoa, that storm's rolling in fast. What's your plan to outsmart those enemies?
The trash ended up here of all
Flank them
places,
like saber.
and cleanup still hasn't finished. Better go slow and keep your distance. I don't want anything getting stuck in my propellers.
No kidding. Wow. That is nasty.
A bunch of seals have already made themselves at home here. That one up front kind of looks like you.
Hey. Oh wow, look at all the seals. The heck? Dude, what a mess. Hey, Aaron.
Slow down. Watch out for that catamaran ahead.
Yeah, I see it, dude. You need to relax, my goodness grief. I'm already only going quarter speed ahead. Hey, Brad. Now there's $1 million. Just adrift.
All right, good.
That is not good. Alright, that is actually pretty sweet. The speed at which this thing reacts. Yep.
Hope the seals don't get too used to their artificial sandbar. Hope you find a better sunbed, my furry friends.
No kidding.
Man, that weather's not looking good.
No, it does, eh?
Before it gets worse.
Alright. We are heading back. I feel like that could be... I could be steering this thing smoother. Also, don't look at my radar. Just makes people nervous. Distance 0.2 miles. That makes me nervous. Does this thing have an autopilot?
A lot has changed in Meddington since you left. But you know what hasn't changed? The fish sandwiches, of course. Still the best, right here.
And here's the...
Please respond. This is Captain Hansen speaking. I see you're trailing us with the tugboat. Can you push us up to the dock real quick? They forgot about us, and otherwise we'd have to wait 2 hours.
No problem, Captain. We've got your back. Didn't see that coming, but I'm not complaining. Hansen's a good one.
Alright. Oh, we'll see how this is gonna go. So this screen here, yeah, this here screen is completely useless. Not animated whatsoever. In fact, I come to realize there is not much animated here. Hopefully that's just because I'm running a preview version.
The Tide Guard is back on patrol. They're monitoring the traffic. Keep a low profile. With this visibility, we should probably turn on the lights, just to be safe.
Hey Josh, hey Nick. Yeah, graphics are not bad. So apparently we are pushing this ship into the pier.
First, you've got to line up properly or it won't work. But be careful.
Hello, camel emoji.
Whoa, look at that sky! It's like we're in a Spider-Man movie. What's your next move to dodge those enemies?
Yes, it is. Thanks for noticing.
Now give it all you've got.
Oh, what? Yeah, that quicker line is maybe not the best thing to use, just for your information. Now keep in mind this is a preview version, so there most likely won't be some changes to by the time you have the final product in your hands. We're pushing at 0.1 knots. I feel like there's as much as I can push. I'm gonna have a quick look here from the other side. If that doesn't work, I really don't know how we're gonna continue here. Oh dear heavens. Yeah, we have a bit to push yet. Never mind that. It looks pretty sweet, doesn't it? Yeah, I agree. It definitely takes some getting used to with the pods. That much is for sure. But I feel like you can align yourself manually a lot easier than with K. It's not as fast for sure, but I'm hopeful we get this ship pushed into place. At 0.1 knots. That is a heavy vessel.
Thanks, folks. I owe you one.
Always answer. Ah, damn. I totally forgot about the test.
What test?
There's no way you would have failed anyway. Head back to the dock and let's grab some fish sandwiches to celebrate.
Oh, that test.
That container ship's a real beauty, huh? Maybe one day you'll get to tow it. Or better yet, steer it.
Could that be a foreboding of things to come? What happened to the bad weather, by the way? October 7th. Yeah, don't drive necessarily into the police boat. That's... Well, I can tell you... Oh, I can't tell you. We'll know as soon as I'm in the menu. Because this is just a tutorial essentially that you have to go through. After that, we'll see what happens. She's a beauty. But as much as the game is mission based, I'm thinking probably not. But again, I'm not 100% sure. No, we're not gonna radio SOS. That's just frowned upon.
There's our dock up ahead. Don't mess this up at the last moment. I'm starving.
Don't you worry, buddy. All right, brother, sounds good. Oh, so close. Ah, you know. Things are the way they are.
All right, good job. Why don't you come down here to the railing with me?
Why are you so creepy? Tuh. No, I can't. What is even happening? I can't move anymore. Respect. Can't move my mouse anymore. What? Did my mouse just die? No, surely no. Nope. It's just been the... Are you kidding me? Yeah, you gotta be kidding me. That's perfect timing. My mouse just died. Sweet. Give me a minute. So the controls feel okay for the most part. I do feel that the pods are going backwards though. Like when the pods are pointed. Okay, well I can't do that right now. When the pods are pointed one way,
That was fun. But before we take a break, I want to show you the awesome stuff your tablet can do. Pull it out and I'll walk you through it.
welcome Seafarer. In every port you have the opportunity to take on jobs for various factions. Check the journal on your tablet to see which tasks are available, what the requirements are, and what the rewards are offered for them. Only one job can be active at a time. Follow the instructions in the task list to complete your assignment. To cancel the job early, use the journal on your tablet. Available jobs depend on various criteria such as the region, port, profile level, and they rotate after a certain period, so be sure to check your tablet regularly for new tasks. Under Fleet, you'll find information about your current ship. At the port, you can carry out repairs, refuel, purchase consumables or equipment. You can also switch to another ship in your fleet or buy a new one. Yeah. In User tab, you'll find the information about your profile and progress. If you ever get stuck, you can look up explanations of all the features under hints.
That's it. If you want to work
That's
with
it?
the other factions, just reach out to them. They've always got something going on.
Alright. Well, that was easy. Take on an introductory assignment from one of the factions. You'll find out which jobs and ships you want to start with. You'll have a chance to get to know all the factions before making a decision, but don't worry, your choice won't lock you into a faction permanently. Crescent Port Logistics, Cargo Ferry Herbert. Herbert. That is an amazing name for a boat. The Herbert. Tide Guard. Inflatable police boat. Rigid. Keep the coast safe. The Tide Guard is an alliance of several divisions, including police, coast guard, and fire department. Ensures safety with service patrols, inspections, and escort jobs on this rigid inflatable boat. So what do you... Why am I even asking? I know what y'all gonna choose. And I have the feeling it's not gonna be the Herbert. Or am I wrong? I'm kind of curious what the Herbert is gonna be like. You have unlocked the following items. Oh, wow. Oh, there's the compendium. Yeah, my statistics. Total distance 2.2 nautical miles in 1 hour. Oh dear. We have 5,000 credits. We have no crew. We have no fleet to speak of. Ooh, look at that. I wish we could somehow... Radar, binoculars, water cannon, echo. Ooh. That's a nice fireboat too. Level 20. Not anytime soon. Resources, look at that. Should we maybe buy some resources? That's a good question. I guess it's probably a good idea to have one of everything on board. Sure, let's do it. She's a small ship, but she's our ship.
I'm so glad we're doing this together. The start of my company wouldn't be the same without you as captain.
I don't trust you. Also, people that don't move their mouths when they're talking to me, I don't trust them to begin with. He does look a little bit like a vampire. Like, if you ever watched the Quintale series, he looks almost like him too.
For the time being, we are working together with Crescent Port Logistics as a service provider. But in the long term, I want to operate completely independently, of course. The order today is an important delivery to Crescentport, directly in front of their headquarters. A baptism of fire, so to speak. I bet they want to check our work in person. They have a new CEO, Reuben Brooks, who got in touch with us personally and even provided us with a crew to make sure everything runs smoothly. Cool, right? The ferry has already been loaded in record time. All you have to do is get behind the wheel and set off.
He makes it sound so easy. Oh look, I have a crew. I have a crew. Captain. Inner lights are on, signal lights on, outer lights on. Anchor is up. All right. Oh, she's a small vessel, but 13.2 nautical miles. Oh wow, listen to that diesel. Also, it's not the Herbert, it's the Leonard. I guess the vessel type is a Herbert. I'm guessing. Also, I have no idea how fast we are allowed to go within the port. So I'm just gonna keep her at a smooth 9 knots and hopefully that'll be okay. Oh, we have a... So we have a... Yeah, we have a bow thruster too. That's pretty cool. I hate to say it though, it looks as though most of the screens are dots. Which is a little bit disappointing. That dude again. Now I'm curious. If there is such a thing as an autopilot on this vessel. "45 meters. That's fair. Right. That's maybe a bad idea. Yeah, all this seems to be without function. Except for the radar and the sonar. I'm curious. Interesting. So I'm assuming if I wanted to dock, I could put all my thrusters over that way. And then this one thruster here that way. And then if I give it full force, then it should, in theory, push the vessel to that side. That seems to be the case. .4 nautical miles. It can't be that long. Oh, what?
Damn, something's wrong with the engine. Can you take a look at it?
Oh, great. I broke it. Remember what I said before we left port? It's probably for the better if I grab one of everything. Friggin' right. Okay, I guess we have to go below deck. I'm guessing. Dude, this is amazing though. What? It's I mean, that's a cat engine. Alright, check the oil. Oh wow, really? What else? The turbo. That is not an air filter. That's a turbocharger. Low level.
The wear and tear must have gotten pretty bad over the last few years.
I mean... little bit warm. I appreciate that not everybody is a mechanic. I really do. But okay. Personal opinion. There is a place and a time for minigames. When repairing engines. I mean, again, this is just my personal opinion, but it's probably not the place all the time. And also to use a construction site decal. Seems a little bit lazy. And that's not meant as a review. This is just a preview of the game. Keep that in mind. There might... Well, that's actually... that. See, this stuff I like. There's a daughter craft that you can use. I guess we should maybe get back to the helm. Let's see if we have something here. Well, there's the map. Hey Kenworth, how's it going? Where's our target? Where? Sail to Crescent Port. Well, of Crescent Port. Siedach, Hellinghagen, Crescent Port. All right. How you doing, buddy? How do I remove? That is so awkward. Travel time 40 minutes. Oh, sorry to hear that, but glad you are out of the hospital now. Is there such a thing as autopilot? I don't think so. Can I just sit here and relax? So I really like the graphics, for the most part. There's a couple of things that I'm not entirely sure about yet. Like there's mini games to get the engine repaired and stuff like that. And by mini games, I don't mean like, oh, unscrew the oil filter, put new oil filter in, screw the old oil, or and screw the cap back on or something like that. Like, you know, like a let's say mechanic simulator, quote unquote, which I would understand. No, it's actually where you have to hit a little green bar at the right point so that you fill the oil by another so and so many mils, which, like I said, there's a time and a place for mini games. I'm not sure if this was the right choice, but that's just me. I guess I'm more of a hardcore purist sim guy, kind of guy, always was. So if you would had me use a wrench and whatnot, absolutely. But mini games kind of like on like that, I'm not sure. I mean, I guess we'll see how it works in the final game, and maybe people love that kind of stuff. For me, it's not what I would have done. But again, I'm one person, and I really don't mean to diss them in any way, shape, or form. I appreciate the game for what it is. But again, I think, me personally, I would have made a different choice on that one. Other than that, so far, no complaints. Like, look at the graphics. And again, keep in mind, this is a pre-release version. The final version that you guys might get, there might be changes already. So that's of course something to keep in mind all the time as well on those previews, because, well, I would hope that the searchlight at some point gets some function. That is not the case at the moment, but again, we are in early access, and they released, I believe they released today the roadmap. Which, to be honest with you, when it was released, I haven't even had the time yet to look. Why not? Let's have a look. Early access release, October 2025. Crescent Port Logistic LNG in bulk update. 3 new ships, bulk cargo gameplay, LNG gameplay, bug fixes and improvements. Then Q126, the Tide Guard rescue update. 2 new ships, rescue operations, new harbor, bug fixes, improvements. Then underway, 2026 and beyond. More ships, new faction, online co-op mode, map extensions, and more. So we'll see. I think the game is will definitely have potential. And I'm thinking if enough people say something about those mini games, they're probably gonna make it to the point where, you know, like other games did that in the past, where you can deactivate them. I would assume. I don't know. Maybe, possibly. But again, pretty cool so far. And maybe that's also the reason that only half of the stuff is working or has functions at the moment. I would think that later on, full version, after early access and so on and so forth, probably everything will work. And I would hope anyway. The steering of this thing is pretty cool though. I say 14.4 knots. How many? It's not bad, Simon. It's not bad. Graphics are nice. And you can literally walk all over the ship and through the ship. There is a fully modeled interior, which is pretty cool. I have to quickly do the math on something. So 10 nautical miles and we're going 14.3 knots. 14.3 knots is... what, 16 kilometers? Yeah, 16.45 miles per hour, so just under an hour for those 10 miles.
Again? Well, you know what to do.
That was the second time that the engines are failing. Heave away, me jollies, heave away. Now what? Oil is low again. This is getting to be. Again, this is a turbo, not an air filter. The air filter sits, well, and no. Yes, that's a cat. That temperature is good. That temperature is really not good. And we need to change the fuel filter as well this time. Never a boring day. And coolant. All right. The engine should now work for the next 5 minutes. Foam extinguisher. That's nice. I guess before we go back all the way up, we could quickly have a look how the cabin looks, or how the quarters look. I think that's the captain quarters. Mess hall, probably. Is this 19 for... No, it's not. I was hoping that that would actually be a working clock, but I guess. Yeah, that's a fire extinguisher and I want to use it.
So, you'll be working with us from today.
Uh-huh.
Contractors for such a standard job? So that's what our new boss meant with his new methods.
He's the engineer. If he is the engineer, why the fraggles am I?
The first day is hard for us all, but you're not here for nothing. If you steered a ferry before, this task should be no problem for you.
Right. Wouldn't it be nice if that actually was working?
Looks like everything's working again.
Error, this route leads the road. Yeah, it does so. I can't even argue with that. So now, if only I knew how to set the autopilot. Man, would that be nice. Take the steering, keyboard. So some of the stuff clearly is supposed to work already, but some of it is not. Which, if you think about it, is quite amazing, because Weltenbauer is developing 3 games essentially. We are like so, of course. What is happening now? All right. This is the moment where you don't want the inner lights to work. I wonder... Ho, 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 ho. That's what I thought. So I have to dock somewhere there. Definitely don't want to get any further over to our starboard. Starboard? Yeah, starboard. I remembered it right. I was not sure anymore. Doubted myself, as it were. Well, the sad part is I knew all this stuff by heart. I mean, I have a what's the thing called? Pleasure craft operator's license. So I had to write tests about this stuff at one point, but I haven't used it in forever, so if you don't use it, you lose it. Yeah, never any port left. True. But as we know, thanks to Captain Jack Sparrow, oh nice. Yeah, to be honest with you, I got that stupid license for a vacation that happened, but we never got to go and actually operate any pleasure craft. So I still don't know why I got that license, but hey. Neither here or there. The question is, as always, why is the rum gone? Yes, for the most part. Ooh, look at that. Anchor Watcher, Herbert Searchlight, Water Cat. Wow. Uh-huh. Well, that makes sense. Just have to be patient. Not again.
Kraken, not again.
I just said it, Teddy. I just said it.
Are you stranded or what's the holdup? You're still not in port and we've already been waiting longer than expected. The new boss wants to know where his shipment is.
We had one or two incidents, but it was our first trip. Things will improve in the future, I promise. But yes, we should be picked up here.
This is holding up the whole operation here. It's not going to make a good impression on the boss.
Sorry, the mistake's on us. I'll only have good things to say about you. I also know someone with a tugboat we can use. We'll manage it from here without too much extra cost.
Do you even have a helmsman on board?
The best!
Tow the ferry to the dock. Oh, where's the ferry? Oh, up there. Navigate to the vessel, request the messenger line, and pick it up. Attach the messenger line to the tow line, pass the tow line using the blah 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 here. Will do. So, perfectly imperfect. Since you are a master captain, shouldn't those lights that are all white, shouldn't they be in a certain combination of colors, or am I completely remembering that wrong? Like, I feel like there was a certain combination of colors depending on if you have a ship in tow. Well, I guess we'll see if that actually comes to be once we have the ship actually in tow. There should be a difference on the signal lights, but I can't remember what the signals were. Also, this freighter needs some serious, oh sorry, this ferry, as they call it, needs some serious engine work. Radio, 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 radio. Radio? Ha! That's funny. Yeah, that's what I thought. Come on, just slide on in there. I think this is pretty darn close. There's the messenger line, which attaches to the... There we go. Now we'll see how this is gonna go. So we're gonna come in here, make a nice wide turn, and park. I don't know, man.
The dispatcher seems a bit tense, but the CEO was actually very nice on the phone. Without him, we wouldn't have gotten this opportunity. I hope he forgives us for things not going completely smoothly.
Jesus, this is dark. Must be fluorescent. I'll see how this is all gonna go. Bunch of sailboats here. And yachts. Yeah, I was actually thinking I should just turn the lights off because there is no red light. We'll see how this all's gonna turn out. Beautiful though. 0.8 nautical miles. Curious. That's one thing is for certain though. This game is not for people that want a quick fix. It seems like you have to bring a certain amount of time if you start these missions. Now, could be different with quick travel activated or whatever. Oh, that sounds good. Yeah, I think this one is probably more geared towards the casual player. Just from what I see so far, that's my assumption. I think if you're looking for a hardcore simulation, then it's probably the one that you are doing there. That's probably gonna be the one to go with. Yep. Yeah, when I had the time to do those, I would do long hauls as well, but at the moment I'm thinking of uninstalling FlightSim because I just don't have the time anymore. Oh, we're making our way though. Sorta. Oh, 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 oh. Hello. Guess I got a little bit of a tunnel vision there. Whew. All right then. That was yeah. That was the thing. That was very lucky. Oh, that'll teach me. I guess we'll just bring it alongside there and then push it. Oh my. How do you recover from that, I wonder? Oh, I think we get to move to use the crane. I think. He retired after that incident? Yeah, I can't say I can blame him. I mean, everybody makes mistakes. All just human. Ah, we got her nicely in tow. Oh, man. Imagine, if you will, the cost involved in something like that just makes me... Oh. Not good. Yeah. I stay with my previous statement of not good. No kidding. Release the tow line. Alrighty. Jeez Louise, is that dark. Where the... Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like we should have towed her longer. Now we have to push her.
There you go. We made it after all. Now the ship just needs to be unloaded and our mission will be complete.
Sure. How that is any of our doing, I'm not sure, but... How many more? Wouldn't it be nice if we had a crew? Actually, I'm starting to wonder. I probably... Oh, that's gonna be interesting for them, but they can figure that one out. Yeah, I guess I can undo them all if I wanted to, but it's only the red ones that we need. So that's good. Oh, they want this for 5 contain. Oh, okay, those. Open, that's open, that's open, that's open. That's open. How in the world is he reaching those, I wonder? $11, 12 out of 20. How?
Check out those wild mushrooms. Crazy vibe. What's your plan to dodge those enemies lurking nearby?
And then we're gonna unload them. All right, perfectly. Oh, have a good one. Unload the ISO containers. Sure. Nothing easier than that. Hey, Jimmy. Ah, good call. Lift lower. Oh. Okay. Oh, one container per truck. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, that's nice the way he parked there. That's actually pretty cool. I think there's definitely some fun to be had with this game. But I also think it has to be very clearly said that this is not a hardcore sim. If that's what somebody is after, this might not be the game for them. But for what it is, not bad. And again, this is obviously just a preview and not a review in any way, shape or form, because, well, the final version will be a little bit different.
And
Ah, look at that.
awesome work. We got it done.
About time. We had a delivery scheduled before nightfall.
Adriana, don't be so tough on them.
But you said...
We all just need to get into the groove, right? Great job, Theodore, and to your team as well. I'm looking forward to working with you again.
Thank you. I take full responsibility for the delay. We'll be on time next time, I promise.
Here's to a great collaboration.
What, he promises too? Alright.
That went well enough. Thanks again for being there. It felt just like old times. For me, at least. My offer still stands. The jobs aren't letting up at all, and I could really use you here. We're going to go far, you and me. This is just the beginning.
Sure. Oh, well, there you go. Are we on the tug vessel? Oh, no. Okay, we're not. Well, let's have a look. You could add a searchlight. Ferry cargo delivery to Lichtenheim. Unload containers. A large cargo of new goods just arrived. The ship has already been maneuvered and docked before by the tug. Okay. All right.
Cast off.
I can't help but feel like there would be a crew doing this. Alright, 9 containers to unload. Let's do it. That's a little bit better. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, definitely a good game. I see lots of potential anyway.
This place is a total hive. Got a sneaky plan to ambush those
Stored.
enemies.
All right. There we go. And since it's 11:30, I think this will conclude this stream. We're gonna have tomorrow